Ashe sanibona dumelang kaofela. Welcome to the continuation part of negative feedback mechanisms. How? Kanjani sashiyushukela. Rena le grandparents ja rena they suffering from the diabetes. They are diabetic anyway. So now this is basically because of the sugar levels or the levels of sugar in their bloodstreams. So here we have a normal state of sugar levels. So the sugar can either increase or decrease, of course, in the bloodstream. So whenever the sugar increases in your body, remember we are under negative feedback mechanism. We are saying that the sugar shouldn't increase and it shouldn't decrease. It must remain at equilibrium. In your tea, you must not have more sugar or less sugar, but it must be, so this is what is basically happening also in your body. So we have a process which is famously known as homeostasis. The homeostasis is a process by which your body or your internal environment is going to be maintained. Of course, like a homeostasis. So in maintaining the internal environment, whenever we have a rise or an increase in sugar levels, we are going to make use of the mnemonic PiCoLy. P is for the pancreas, and then I is for the insulin, CO is for the glucose. I took it here, it was taken here, and then the LY is for the glycogen, it was taken from here also. If you can check the NB here, we have glucose, glucagon, and glycogen. They tend to confuse people to say which one is which one. So the glucose, the CO, the co's are the sugars. You learned this one's in grade 10. So the glucose is the sugar that is found in the bloodstream. And then the glucagon. Glucagon is a hormone. And the glycogen is a stored energy. You must be able to differentiate between the two. So we took the CO from the glucose, the LY from the glycogen. As color here, manje. So what will your body do whenever we have an increase in the sugar levels? This is what is going to happen. The pancreas will be stimulated. When the pancreas is stimulated, it will secrete the hormone insulin. And once the hormone insulin is secreted, remember the sugar levels are big. B for big. And then you're going to make use of this B to remind yourself that we have the beta cells of the islets of the Langerhans. Beta cells of the islets of Langerhans. So big, we have an increase. The sugar level is big. So the B for beta cells of the islets of Langerhans. Now we're going to say once the insulin has been secreted, the beta cells of the islets of Langerhans will convert glucose into glycogen, and that the sugar levels will go back to normal. The sugar levels are going back to normal here, and then we will have our equilibrium again. So now we can have another case by which the sugar levels goes below normal. So it can decrease. So this is case number 2. When the sugar levels decrease below normal or below equilibrium, we are going to make use of the mnemonic PaLuLyCo. PA still is for the pancreas. LU, I said, is for the glucagon. It was taken from here. And the LY for glycogen. And then CO for the glucose. So now, what will your body do? Or how will the homeostasis react in maintaining the normal internal environment? Now, whenever there is a decrease in the sugar levels, the pancreas as a receptor and as a gland, it will detect this decrease and become stimulated. That's it will secrete the hormone glucagon. Remember, our glucagon is a hormone. The pancreas will secrete the hormone glucagon. This is our glucagon here. And once the glucagon has been secreted, the glucagon will make sure that we have the alpha cells here. I didn't write it. We have the alpha cells of Langerhans. So I was saying, once the glucagon has been secreted, the alpha cells of the islets of Langerhans, they will convert glycogen. This is the stored sugar in the storage. We have this in the storage. And your body is saying, I cannot suffer whereas I have more sugar in the storage. So that they will convert the islets, the alpha cells of the islets of Langerhans will convert this stored sugar, or stored sugar is glycogen, into glucose. And thus the sugar level in the bloodstream will increase. We have our increasing glucose level. And as it increases, it will go back to the normal state or equilibrium. Otherwise, this is it about the negative feedback mechanism of glucose. So now, people must note that whenever we have an under-secretion of insulin, we are going to have a particular disorder. I want people to go and find out about that disorder, to say which one is that one. Otherwise, DANKO is thank you. Stay tuned. There will be the last part of the negative feedback mechanisms, which will include, or where we'll be interpreting the salt issues together with the carbon dioxide issues. Otherwise, for today, DANKO.